Oh, hey guys. So, hold on. Microphone is a little loud. There we go. Okay. So, did the first servicing of the truck. You can kind of see that in the background. It's a little tease, right? Uh, you notice the lighting sucks now. Moved my room around, obviously. But in the process, I kind of broke the, let's just show you. It's what you get when you get cheap plastic shit mixed together with some shit. You get this, which is supposed to loosen. This is like, a little storm door handle. And inside of this, or inside of that, was this spring on the cap. So, there you go, like I said. And this, what the spring, kind of just snapped right off. And so I gotta order a new mount. But with the amount of money I'm getting ready to spend this summer, I don't want to spend $30 right now. And it snapped. It's plastic. That whole connection was plastic. But who knows? That's probably going to get replaced anyways. All right, let's get into it. I only spent $1,700, and that most of that was PM. But I did get a little bit of bad news. But honestly, it's normal shit. So it's not like the truck failed me. Nothing. It's just normal shit that has to be replaced. And if this truck was like a year or two sooner or newer, probably wouldn't have these issues. Well, one of the issues. All right, let's get into it. All right, so did a PM, and I did all filters except for the air dryer. So I did the air filter, the fuel filter, water separator filter, all three oil filters. Did a grease job. I went up for the Shell Rotella T6, and this is not part of supplier, so this is the reason why it's $570, which for 12 gallons is, it's not part of their network, so whatever. But since they bought 12 gallons and only used 10 gallons, I got an extra 2 gallons in the truck, so it's my oil. I paid for it, so I get all of it. Benefit, though, of, having a special order oil, whatever they don't use, it comes to me. All right, so, and this is a small shop with quick turnaround for small stuff. Like, it's also my first time using the shop, so, they asked me to give them about a week's notice so they can order things I need next time, like this oil, because it came from, you can wait a second. Let me send him a message. Call you back in like 10. Okay. All right. Work never stops. This part went fine, right? It ended up being about, this went up from like 350 to 547 for oil alone. So it was going to be like $870 for PM. Like I said, all this stuff, it won't happen next time. Like this air filter, the big engine air filter, $125. I don't know where they get the stuff from. I think I'm going to start asking them to let me know the brands we're getting. It's probably Fleet Guard, could be Napa, could be Volvo, I don't know. I mean, I might ask them to just stick with OEM shit. But I won't need this next time, right? Because the truck's going to get this again in August. Late August, early September, haven't decided yet. That's when I'm going to be home. But the rest of the filters, yeah, every single time. The air dry filter will be done also that time. And I'll check the air dryer. But my truck's also got the system set up to where when the truck is turned off, over like 2 to 4 hours, it dumps all the air out of the tanks. So I shouldn't even ever have moisture ever. Which that may have caused a problem in the trailer, but we'll get to that. Yeah, like I said, just normal stuff, right? They even did it right. They replaced the filters, oil rings. Some shops don't do that, which you're supposed to. Yeah, they say they note customer wanted special oil, shell rotail T6, uh, and remaining unused oil put in truck. When was this dropped off? I don't remember. I think Friday? 31st? Yeah, they did it over the weekend. And, okay. It was the oil change was done Monday. They did most of the stuff over the weekend. Alright, so I asked them to... They said they could do some basic stuff to Volvo, and whatever they couldn't do, they would just not charge me. So I asked them to do the idle shut off, remove that, take the governor off, or raise it as much, pretty much. So I asked them to raise the foot pedal, raise cruise control, disable radar, and I think that's it. They could not disable the radar or change anything with that, so that's going to go to Volvo, which that will be done. I haven't had any issues with Volvo. Oh, it doesn't slam on the brakes, nothing. I just want it gone. That's it. I just want it disabled, right? I don't necessarily want to delete it. I just want it disabled, which is just literally just checkboxes in the system. And I want to be able to go faster than 73 on the foot. Such an odd. When I'm empty. I'm not gonna do it all the time, but it's when it's there, and if the condition's right, I'll use it. Idle shut off, obviously, right? And it was really this truck was shut off at pretty much 2 minutes, and I got tired of turning the truck up on and me even have to bump the idle all the way up. Anytime I stop, bump the idle up because otherwise it turn off in 2 minutes, right? I don't turn the truck off when I get fuel. I let the truck warm up a little bit. Well, that will change a little bit in the future. It'll still warm up, just not all the way to that's what it is now. Because now it's about 10-30 minutes, depending on where I'm at, temperature outside. My APU is not tied into the engine. That's going to happen before winter. The radiator. But they did bump up my cruise control speed up to 86. So I can go the speed limit in any fucking state now. Am I gonna go 86 all the fucking time? No. Yes, there is actually a couple of parts in the country where you can go 85 legally. So that is all legal. And my state is 80 miles an hour for most of it. So a lot of the West is 80 miles an hour. Am I gonna use it? No. But hey, if I'm bobtail heading home, fuck yeah, I'm doing 80. Alright, so when the truck has DOT done middle of May, the tech went underneath the truck and he said I had seeping coming from the transmission intercooler area. Transmission line intercooler area. Could have been a clamp, could be a gasket. He wasn't sure. He just kind of noticed it and made a note of it, right? It's not dripping, it's just seeping. And it has to sit. Because my trailer was getting a lot of work done last time, like I said, 4 grand worth of work, it sat in that TA for like 2.5 days, and only like that big of a fucking spot underneath. So it takes a while for that oil to really come off. And ever since then, actually, it's been seeping less. So, like under normal conditions when the truck's moving, it doesn't seem to pull up as bad. Because I mean, after that, I checked every single time with the truck, there was not even a spot, not even a fucking drop of it. I don't know what's going on. I got this truck at 407,000 miles. We're at 435, 172. From like 27,000 since we got it. End of March, April, May. So yeah, I kind of ran it hard, especially that first month. Did like 9,000 miles in 2 weeks. Ouch. Okay. So what did they find? It says it was not. Yeah. So transmission cooler, eject on it. All right. First, we looked into the leak of transmission. This is caused by the outdated transmission cooler lines. Quoted the customer the updated lines and time to repair. Opted to return later. Why? Because they also noticed when they were looking up at the transmission line that there's a seal on the back of the engine giving out. One of the main seals. I'm going to do both same time. That's what I'm coming home next. I'm not losing enough oil for this to be a concern. And it's been like this as I've got it, obviously. So it's not that big of an issue. I barely burn oil. So, lose oil. I'm burning. I'm losing it. but it will be fixed. I'm anticipating needing to come home and having to spend about 6 to 8 grand on the truck. For just a transmission, they need to drop it. Where the lines are, they're going to drop it. And 7 hours of labor, that's to drop it and put it back up. It's about 3.5 around, 3.5 drop it, 3.5 put it back up. And 7 hours, that's $1,000 of labor right there. Their labor rate, 155. And that's actually cheap compared to labor rates now. Thermal King down in fucking Cheyenne, 205. Fucking ridiculous. And it's about $1,000 of parts. So it's looking at $2,000 of that. Engine seal, I believe I saw it for like $300. Could be less. I don't know. But I'm anticipating like another $1,000 for that. All right, maybe $1,500. Let's just say $1,500. Here's the thing, though. Since they're already gonna be there, what I'm gonna do, I'm also gonna get brand new injectors or brand new cups. Those 6 injectors, like $350. Cups, they're like $30 a piece. So like $600 for that. I'm rounding, man. I don't care about the math exactly. Rounding. Something to do an overhead at the same time. That's probably gonna cost about $1,500. Right there. Maybe this. I'm doing a lot of shit grouped together. I don't want to space these out where I'm like, okay, now I gotta go in. I just spent like transmission for $4,000, right? Between the transmission and the engine seal, all that. Now 2 weeks later I gotta do the overhead. I might as well get out of the way. At the same time, I'm gonna quote this. I'm not sure I'm gonna do it right away. Well, I'm gonna get my bunk heater fixed. This truck does not have a working bunk heater. That's an issue. I need that working. They're just not throwing any codes. I don't know if it needs a fuel pump, because the fuel line on it was broken. It was snapped in half. I fixed that myself, but it still doesn't do anything. So it could be a fuse, could be the cell itself, could be a blower. I don't know. So let's assuming $1,500 for that. If it's a blower, whatever. Probably gonna be less. I doubt it's a blower. The blowers are one of the most reliable things about it. I'm also probably gonna replace the fuel pump at the same time because, well, that's like $130, and I could do that myself. I might do that myself, but I might also have them do it when they're diagnosing it anyways. It's a $130 part, and it's actually real easy to get to, so I'm probably gonna do it myself. And I'm gonna get a quote to tie the APU into the radiator, because the blue truck had that and it was amazing during the winter. I could turn the truck off in the winter, fire it up. It's at least guaranteed to be if it's working order, that is guaranteed to be at minimum 100 degrees when I fire the truck up. For the coolant temp. So that means I immediately start getting heat. It's not gonna be scalding heat, but it's heat. I'm also gonna have to get steer tires in end of June, going to July. Doing it now. I could do it now. I need to start making money. I don't want to be down. And I'm going to use the national tire account we got, so I'm just going to get them there. I can get 2 pairs of 16s ply British R213s for about $1,200. I'll probably at the same time put Centromatics on the steers, get that out of the way. So I'm slowly getting this truck where I need to go. There's still things like I'm going to eventually do with airbags on the airbags on the steers, probably next year. Since the overhead's being done early, that's going to save me for next. This actually should have been done around the 400,000 mile mark, but guy has some big things going in next year. Like I said, I still got to do take care of the emission system, so I'm going to have to rip that filter out, bake it, probably do the def pump filter, knock sensors. I'm going to do a lot. I do a lot of this stuff as I tackle it. You guys are going to notice when I do something, I do it in groups. Unless I'm broken down or something happens where I'm like, okay, fuck it, let's just get out of the way. Did I want to buy 4 brand new tires side of the road? No, but since I was already paying for a roadside, might as well do all 4 of them there. It didn't cost me any extra other than just labor that I was going to pay for anyways. I mean, granted, it cost me a little bit more labor, but they 2-manned it, so they saved me some labor. Alright, what we at here for time? 15 minutes, wow, okay. But this spot, the only reason why I'm still home is because the trailer, the issue of the trailer was not the levering valve. It was a valve, but I'm learning things with the trailer. This is good. This is important for me because I want to buy my own trailer. But there were some things I didn't know. The ABS valve is why the airbags would not raise. And in the process, up in the floor of the trailer, 2 lines were rubbing together to also, so those had to get replaced. And this is something I asked the tech maintenance, I was like, is this something I should have been able to caught? And he's like, no, you would not be able to see where these lines were rubbing, so cover my ass, right? But I'll give props to the company, right? They approved a junction box to be built up in the same area to prevent this from ever happening again. So it's going to be a junction box of spacers, so the lines sit on the spacers, it's completely cut off on the weather, nothing's going to happen again. So, cool. But I'm slowly getting this truck fixed. The truck's actually solid. I mean, this is all normal wear and tear. A seal. Outdated transmission lines kind of sucks, but like I said, that probably wouldn't happen if I was a year or two newer. I'm pretty sure my truck is already set up to get disc brakes. So there's that, but that's probably going to be year 3. But we're getting there. Do I like the fact that I had to go spend $1,800 or $1,700? No. But really, it was $1,400 with it was $1,400 for the work. Then they diagnosed a computer charge. That was $115. Convenience fee. Cause I paid with card, $64. It's so fucking stupid to get charged for paying for your own fucking service. So stupid. And the $70 tax. So really, all in all, this really cost me $1,500. Ain't awful. And they only charged me half the labor because they couldn't do everything I wanted. All right. Oh. And in the meantime, I asked them because I've been looking around town. Remember how I said in that UT video that I had coolant leak? That those nipples right in front of the engine, left side of the coolant tank, and those O-rings gave out. I've been looking for them. Couldn't find anybody with them. I asked them if they knew anybody that could, or if they had O-rings. If not, if they knew a place I can get them. They just went ahead and just fixed it for me. They didn't charge me. I did ask him to get an oil sample. Guy fucked up. He didn't see that in the notes. So that kind of hurts. I will be a lot more... I'll make sure that gets caught early on next time. I need an oil sample. I need to know what's going on inside this engine. But this truck is solid. Like, they also had multiple techs underneath the truck, and they both... Well, at least 2 of them said that truck looks much newer underneath than for the years of the truck. So the truck was taken care of to the point. So a lot of this stuff is wear and tear. There's, knock on wood, nothing going on with the emissions. I gotta be careful washing the truck because there's a short underneath the hood with the radar somewhere. Like I said, that's what made that code pop up. But whatever. But hey, first service of the truck done. Trailer just had another fucking $4,700 done. That trailer underneath, man, 7 fucking grand, almost $8 grand, and I feel sorry for him. It's nothing I did. It's just COVID trailer. They have about 10 trailers all needing the same type of shit all at the same time. So mine needs an ABS valve, and that was $2,500 for the part by itself. Ouch. And then a lot of labor and diagnosing because there was 2 problems they were chasing down. But anyways, here's what I've been dealing with. I should be heading out of the house in the next day or 2. I don't know what I'll do for a video next week. We'll see. We'll see what I come up with. But hey, you guys stay safe out there. Catch you next time. Bye.